Just a friendly reminder that there is no eating, drinking, or smoking on the boat. And there's definitely no standing up whatsoever unless you are exiting the boat. Please note the following is a scenic tour ride around Water Safari Lake, and it'll only be by chance. Sometimes we can see some of our animals coming out. They are very sensitive to the cold, and so they do like to hide away in their huts. But in the wintertime, these animals are actually stored here in heated barns because they are very sensitive to the cold. Between these two islands, The island on the right, you'll notice there's these birds. These birds are called the pink-backed pelicans. The pink-backed pelicans are one of the smallest of the 8 pelican species. Now, the other animals alongside the island here, the black and white creatures, are called the black and white rough lemurs. They are found throughout the island of Madagascar on the eastern coast. It is mom with their 3 young ones. Now, these guys do get their name from the long hair. Mom and dad and their young one. The young one is the beige one. His name is Felix. Mom and dad are the black ones. These guys are called the white-handed gibbons. They're native to Southeast Asia and belong to a group of primates known as the lesser apes. They come in a variety of color from beige all the way to black. And they have a white ring around their face, white hands, and white feet. The beige one, his name is Felix, and he was born in 2009. Oh, let's have a seat, little guy. Felix loves to play around, as you can notice him playing around. Notice there is a ring-tailed lemur. The ring-tailed lemur come from the island of Madagascar, and they're one of the most striking lemurs because of their beautiful black and white bar tail that does hold aloft. On the back there, you'll notice this bird walking around. There's 2 of them. Oh, there's the other one. I see him now. These guys are called the marabou stork. The marabou stork do stand 1.2 meters tall. They have a featherless head and neck region that does allow them to stay relatively clean as they scavenge the carcasses of animals that have been killed by lions and other predators in the wild. Spot there, so. It's a family unit. They're called Siamangs. The Siamangs are native to Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. Unfortunately, I can't go up that path there. So we're not going to see a good view of them as we go around because it's going to be a little hill, and they're going to be in the back of the hill. These guys do not possess a tail, have long muscular arms, and their second and third toe is webbed. The Siamangs are native to Indonesia, Malaysia, and Thailand. They are completely black from head to toe, have a few gray hairs on their chin. And these guys have long, slender limbs and a prehensile tail, which acts like a 5th limb, so it wraps around things. They do not possess any thumbs on their hand, and that actually allows them to move with great speed and agility throughout the trees in search of their diet of leaves and fruit.
All aboard! Well, good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Nature by Scenic Railway. My name is Sarah Jane. I'm pleased to be your tour guide here as we travel around our terrain reserve. We are about to enter a 40-acre reserve consisting mostly of open woodland, but it also serves as a natural refuge for many animals that are native to this area of Ontario, as well as many that are considered to be exotic. Prominent vegetation in this area includes the willow, ash, poplar, and even a large sheltering white pine forest. Across the street here on our right-hand side, we do have a great blue heron. Now, the great blue heron is one of the most common types of wading birds in this area of Ontario. They have long featherless legs that they carry in a trail behind them with their necks in a shaped curve as they're flying. Now, the painted turtles can often be seen sunning themselves on logs or rocks to peek up from underneath of the water. While the snapping turtles, on the other hand, wait for their prey to swim by them. They then snap them up. They can eat a variety of small crayfish and even small water birds. Snapping turtles can live up to 20 years and are not to be handled under any circumstances. You can see quite a few of these painted turtles sunning themselves on the left-hand side on that log that's peeking up from underneath of the water. As we travel around this reserve today, you may be able to see a large number of brown boxes attached to the trees. These are not actually birdhouses, but rather bat boxes. Here at African Lion Safari, we do enjoy having a large bat population. They help keep our mosquito population under control naturally. In fact, we need its entire body weight in mosquitoes in just a single evening. Also on the right-hand side, we're coming up to our fallow deer. Now the fallow deer that you will be seeing here today in this reserve are a hybrid between the spotted and the black fallow deer. As such, they do have a wide color variation. Now, much unlike our North American deer, who are only spotted during the first couple of weeks of life, these deer do retain their spots throughout their entire lives. Now we do also have our male Sicilian donkey coming up here on the right-hand side. Now this is Tank. Now the Sicilian donkeys were originally domesticated by the ancient Egyptians in about 300 BC. They are more sure-footed than the horse and therefore are able to make their way across rocky terrain with ease. Many people do regard them as stubborn animals, but they are in fact rather enduring. Sitting up quite close to one of their fences here is one of our reindeer. Now the reindeer do come from the far north of Canada and Europe. They have very wide hoof pads that grow dense and hard in the winter with thick hairs in between their toes. This allows them to make their way through snowstorms easily. It's no wonder why Santa chooses these deer to pull his sleigh. Do you guys know what time it is when an elephant sits on your fence? It's time to get a new fence. Now these are tall gray birds on our right-hand side of these Saurus cranes. Now Saurus cranes do come from Southeast Asia. They breed in monogamous pairs. They raise their young together. Their young fledge at about 3 months of age, as they will remain with their parents until the next breeding season.